In 2008, Motorola's CEO made $104 million. This is an incredibly large number, and it's difficult to comprehend how big that is, and it's especially difficult when we consider that the U.S. median household income is just over $50,000 a year. So we as a team sat down and said, we'd like to try and figure out a way to visualize this, to kind of put some more context to this so people can relate these two numbers in a meaningful way. Clearly we can't actually just do a straight relation, because anytime you would attempt to try and draw this, the CEO would get a really big bar on a graph and the family would just get this really minuscule slice. The scales are so wildly different that we figured maybe it would be better to compare the executive to all the people in a county. And so this was our idea. We set out to find the data for it. We were able to get an executive compensation list of data from the New York Times, from their website. We converted the HTML into some XML and then loaded that into a database. We were then able to go to the IRS and find a per county total adjusted gross income data set. It's basically all the taxable income of all residents in a county. We took that CSV file, converted it into a database table, and then joined it off to a county's data set. At that point, we could make a map showing the counties in which the residents collectively of that county made less than the executive in question, which was pretty cool, but we wanted to try and take this a little bit more local. We basically wanted to answer the question for somebody within a county: how many families in this county does it take to make the same amount of income as the executive in question? For that, we were able to use the ESRI median household income map service on ArcGIS Online and just access the data directly inside that county's layer. Pulling this all together with some flex wizardry, we were able to create a mashup that's publicly available at mashup.dtsagile.com. So this is the website. When you first visit it, you'll get a splash screen that gives us some background information. We just click anywhere to start looking at the data. After that, a random executive is brought up. We can see a bar chart depicting the various splits in their compensation package, their total compensation, and then the county count of all the counties that they make more money than. We can move backwards and forwards through the executives. We can see the bar charts change and move. Then we can explore the actual counties. So we made the application be a little more interactive in that once we start the exploration, it's going to start moving through all of the individual counties, and then it lists some basic information here. What the population is, the median income, total income, and percent of compensation. So that county made 68% of what this executive made. We also have these dynamic charts down here at the bottom showing the households, the number of households it would take to make the same amount of money in each of these counties. We'll just stop it here for a second and look in Eddy County, North Dakota. We have a population of 2,500. The total reported income to the IRS here was $41 million, 96% of what this executive made. And this is the splits down here. And we can see the colors are coded the same way as the bar charts up here in the salary numbers. It's worth noting that each house represents 50 households in that county. We also have a little information screen that comes up, and this lists the locations of all these different data sources, where we got them, and some more information about how we kind of put this whole thing together. That's right, there's more. There's an app for that. So part of our team has been working on building some iPhone applications. They're just HTML5 applications, JavaScript-based apps, and so this one has a similar behavior. You get the little splash screen. Then you can go in, you can start browsing around the executives. Instead of using a flash chart, of course, that's not compatible with the iPhone, so we're using Google Charts to make those little bar charts. We also have a little map button down at the bottom, and when you hit that, it then goes and brings up that same kind of map that we were showing before, all of the counties that had a total income of less than the executive in question. But what's kind of cool is instead of just being a static map, this is actually using open layers optimized for the iPhone, and so you can pinch and pan and zoom around. And so that's that. But thank you very much. The application is at mashup.dtsagile.com. Thank you.